Good morning students. In this video we are going to discuss about new lesson heredity. Have you heard this word heredity? What do you know about heredity? Yes. Heredity is transmission of characters from one generation to the next generation. That means transmission of genetic characteristics from parents to offspring. Like begets like is an important and universal phenomenon of life as the living beings produce offspring of their own kind. It means that there is a strong similarity between the offspring and their parents. There is a lot of similarities between you and your parents. You are resembling your mother or father or grandparents. For example, color of eye, color of hair, shape of nose, type of earlobe, etc. are inheritable traits. Have you ever wondered how do we inherit traits and characteristics from our father and mother? Some of our characteristics might have been inherited from our grandparents. How do we inherit characters from one generation to another? It is because of genes. It is because of the genes we inherit from our parents. The genes are transferred from one generation to another generation. These genes are responsible for the physical outlook and biological functions. Genes are functional unit of inheritance. Mendel considered some factors are passed from one generation to another generation. Later it was named as genes. Study of heredity is called genetics. It deals with the genes, genetic variation. Variation means differences, and heredity of living organisms is called genetics. Rieger Johann Mendel is considered as father of genetics because he discovered the basic principles of heredity through his experiments. His experiments are the foundation for modern genetics. He was born in 1822. Father Anton Mendel, mother Rosen Mendel. His parents were farmers. After finishing his high school at the age of 18, he entered the Augustinian monastery at Brunn as a priest. As a religious clergyman who is trained to perform services or sacrifices at a church. From there, he went to the University of Vienna for training in physics, mathematics and natural science. Then he returned to the monastery in 1854 and continued to work as a priest and teach in high school. In his leisure time, in free time, he started his famous experiments on the garden pea plant, that is Pisum sativum. He conducted his experiments in the monastery for about 9 years from 1856 to 1865. He had worked on nearly 10,000 pea plants of 34 different varieties. Mendel noted that they differ from one another in many ways. Then he identified the basic principles of heredity. He died in 1884. Till he died, his work was not recognized. After his death in 1900, Hugo de Vries, Conz and Chemock were rediscovered Mendel's work. Now we are going to discuss about 7 pairs of contrasting characters selected by Mendel in garden pea plant. The scientific name of garden pea plant is Pisum sativum. Character is one, but it will having two contrasting traits. One is dominant and another one is recessive. See first one, seed shape, round and wrinkled. The round is considered as dominant character, wrinkled recessive character. Next one, seed color, yellow and green. Yellow dominant character, green recessive character. Pod shape, inflated and constricted. Inflated dominant character, constricted recessive character. Then pod color, green and yellow. Green is considered as dominant character, yellow recessive character. Flower color, purple and white. Purple is dominant character, white is recessive character. Then flower position, axial and terminal. Axial flower is dominant character, terminal flower is considered as recessive character. Then plant stem, that is height of the stem. Two characters are there, tall and dwarf. Tall is dominant character, dwarf is recessive character. Next, we are going to discuss about a reason for Mendel's success. He chose the pea plant as it was advantageous for experimental work in many aspects. First one, it is naturally self-pollinating. What is the meaning of pollination? Transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma is called pollination. Self-pollination means transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma in the same flower is called self-pollination. So, it is very easy to raise pure breeding individuals. Then it has a short lifespan as it is an annual, and so it was possible to follow several generations. So easily we can cultivate the plants. Then it is easy to cross-pollinate. What is the meaning of cross-pollination? Transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma in different plant or different flower of the same species is called cross-pollination. Then it has deeply defined contrasting characters. So based on the contrasting characters, we can identify the differences. Already we discussed 7 contrasting characters. Then the flowers are bisexual. So what is the meaning of bisexual flowers? So flowers have male and female reproductive organs are present in the same individual. Same flower is called bisexual flower. Okay, so it is naturally self-pollinating. So no need to depend on pollinating agents, no wastage of pollen grains. So these are the reasons for Mendel's success. Punnett square. It is a checkerboard form devised by a British genetist R.C. Punnett for the study of genetics. It is a graphical representation to calculate the probability of all possible genotypes of offsprings in a genetic cross. So we will see the use of this checkerboard in Mendel's monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. We are going to discuss about Mendel's monohybrid cross. Crosses involving inheritance of only one pair of contrasting characters are called monohybrid crosses. For monohybrid crosses, Mendel selected only one character, that is height of the stem. So that is tall and dwarf. This tall and dwarf plants are considered as parents. See, the tall plants are considered as dominant character. Dwarf plants are considered as recessive character, because end of this experiment you are going to know why the tall plant is considered as dominant character. So the gametes of tall plant, capital T, capital T. The gametes of dwarf plant, small t, small t. So the cross between these two plants, pure breeding tall plant and pure breeding dwarf plant. So in F1 generation we are going to get, so what is the result in Punnett square? We are going to see the result. So we are considering one is male and another one is female. So the gametes of tall plant, capital T, capital T. The gametes of dwarf plant, small t, small t. Okay, so the cross between these tall and dwarf plant, capital T, small t, capital T, small t. Then capital T, small t, capital T, small t. So we are getting 4 tall plants. So already I told the small t indicates dwarf plant. The dwarf plant is considered as recessive, because in F1 generation the tall plant character is only expressed. The dwarf plant character is not expressed. The character which is expressed is considered as dominant character. So we are getting only tall plants. No dwarf plant or medium sized plant. We are getting only tall plants. So this F1 indicates first filial generation. So again, what in F2 generation, see Mendel crossed this tall plant, that is heterozygous tall plant. Heterozygous means the capital T indicates tall plant, but it is considered as pure breeding tall plant. This capital T heterozygous tall plant, because hetero means different. Two different types of characters are present, genes are present, that is tall and dwarf, but only one character is expressed. So it is called heterozygous tall plant. Next, selfing of heterozygous tall plant. Okay, so here in heterozygous tall plant, the gametes are capital T, small t, capital T, small t. So in F2 generation, we are going to get, so what is the result? So we are selfing the two heterozygous tall plant. So what are the gametes? Capital T, small t, capital T, small t. Two characters also present, but in F1 generation only one character is expressed. The character which is expressed in F1 generation is called dominant character. Which is dominant character? Tall plant. Okay, so here capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, small t, capital T, sorry, small t, small t. Okay, so capital T is considered as tall plant. Then capital T, small t, tall plant. This one, yes, tall plant. Small t, dwarf plant. So in second filial generation, in F2 generation, we are getting 3 tall plants, 1 dwarf plant. So that is 3:1. So the morphologically, we are getting 3 tall plants and 1 dwarf plant. This is called phenotypic ratio. See, phenotype means expression of morphological character. So morphologically, we are getting 3 tall plants and 1 dwarf plant. Next, based on genetic makeup, that is called genotypic ratio. So genotype means genetic expressions, genetic makeup. Based on that, we are getting 3 types of plant. That is capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, small t, small t. So this capital T is pure breeding tall plant. What is it? Pure breeding tall plant. This capital T, small t, heterozygous tall plant. So already I told hetero means different. Heterozygous tall plant. This small t is considered as dwarf plant. That is pure breeding dwarf plant. So in F2 generation, we are getting 3 types of plants. Pure breeding tall plant, heterozygous tall plant, pure breeding dwarf plant. But morphologically, we are getting 3 tall plant, 1 dwarf plant. Based on genetic makeup, we are getting 1 pure breeding tall plant, 2 heterozygous tall plant, okay, then 1 pure breeding dwarf plant. So the genotypic ratio of mode of hybrid crosses 1:2:1. Have you understand? In F1 generation, he crossed heterozygous tall plant. The gametes of heterozygous tall plant is capital T, small t. So the cross between this capital T, small t, that heterozygous tall plant, we are getting 3 tall plant, 1 dwarf plant based on morphological. So that is phenotypic ratio of monohybrid cross 3:1. Next one, based on genetic makeup, we are getting 3 types of plants. That is, one is pure breeding tall plant, 2 heterozygous tall plant, 1 pure breeding dwarf plant. So genotypic ratio of monohybrid crosses 1:2:1. Based on Mendel's monohybrid cross, he observed some factors are transferred from one generation to another generation. So some factors are passed from parents to offspring. He considered that factors are genes. Then capital T indicates dominant character. What is dominant character? Tall plant. That small t indicates recessive character. Dwarf. Okay. Next one, what is homozygous? Already I told homo means same. Okay, so this capital T is called homozygous tall plant or pure breeding tall plant. Okay, next one, heterozygous. Hetero means different. Capital T, small t. 2 different types of characters are present. Heterozygous means tall plant, but two different types of characters are present. So alleles, see the contrasting pairs are called alleles. The alternative expression of the same genus called alleles. Then dominant character. See, dominant character means the character which is expressed. The character which is expressed. For example, in monohybrid cross, in F1 generation, only one character is expressed. Which character? The tall plant character is expressed. The dwarf plant character is not expressed. So that is that masked character. Okay, that is called recessive character. The expressed character is called dominant character. Next, we are going to discuss about Mendel's dihybrid cross. Di means two pairs of contrasting characters. So in monohybrid cross, Mendel selected only inheritance of only one gene. So what is that? Height of the stem. It has two contrasting characters, tall and dwarf. So same way, now we are going to discuss about dihybrid cross. Di means inheritance of two contrasting characters. So Mendel selected seed shape and seed color. So two characters he selected. So in seed shape, two contrasting characters are there. A round seed and a wrinkled seed. Next one, in seed color, two contrasting characters. Yellow color seed and green color seed. Two different types of characters. So in dihybrid cross, Mendel crossed round yellow seeds crossed with green wrinkled seeds. So round yellow seeds are pure breeding. Green wrinkled seeds are pure breeding recessive character. Round yellow pure breeding dominant character. So in dihybrid cross, Mendel crossed round yellow seeds and green wrinkled seeds. For Mendel's dihybrid cross, we selected two contrasting characters. One is seed shape and seed color. So we are considering pure breeding round yellow seeds crossed with pure breeding green wrinkled seeds. The gametes of pure breeding round yellow seeds are capital or capital Y, crossed with pure breeding green wrinkled seeds small or small y. In F1 generation, we are getting capital or capital Y, small y. So two dominant characters are present. So round is dominant character. Yellow is dominant character. The character which is expressed in F1 generation is called dominant, isn't it? So in F1 generation, we are getting a round yellow seeds. Round yellow seeds. In F2 generation, he crossed this round yellow seeds. In dihybrid cross, in F1 generation, we got round yellow seeds. No green wrinkled seeds are produced. So Mendel crossed between this round yellow seeds. The gametes are capital or capital Y, small or capital Y, capital or small y, small or small y. Now cross between these two F1 hybrids. Okay, so we are getting capital or capital Y, capital Y. So two dominant characters are present round yellow seeds. Next one, capital or small or capital Y. So round yellow seeds. Next one, two dominant characters are present round yellow seeds. So round yellow seeds. Next one, round yellow seed. In dihybrid cross, in F1 generation, we got round yellow seeds. No green wrinkled seeds are produced. So Mendel crossed between this round yellow seeds. The gametes are capital or capital Y, small or capital Y, capital or small y, small or small y. Now cross between these two F1 hybrids. Okay, so we are getting capital or capital Y. So two dominant characters are present round yellow seeds. Next one, capital or small or capital Y, capital Y. So round yellow seeds. Next one. Two dominant characters are present, round yellow seeds. So round yellow seeds. Next one. Round yellow seeds. Wrinkle green seeds. Sorry, yellow wrinkled seeds. Next, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Round yellow seeds. Next one. Next one, small r, capital Y, capital Y. So, yellow wrinkle. Next one, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Yellow round. Next one, small r, small capital Y, small y. Next one, capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y. Round yellow. Next one, capital R, capital Y, capital R, capital Y, small y. Round yellow. Next one, capital R, small y, small y. So here, green round. Next one, capital R, small y, small y. Next one, capital R, capital Y, small y. So, yellow round. Next one, small r, next, green wrinkled. Next one, capital R, small y, small. Next one, green round. Next one, small r, small y, small y. So this is green wrinkled. So in the end of this dihybrid cross, we are getting four different types of plants. We selected only two kinds of plants, that characters. One is round yellow and green wrinkled. But here we are getting four different kinds of plants. Results of dihybrid cross. So in end of the dihybrid cross in F2 generation, we are getting four types of plants, but we selected only two kinds of seeds, that is yellow round seeds and green wrinkled seeds only we selected. But in end of the dihybrid cross, we are getting four different types of plants: yellow round, yellow wrinkled, green round and green wrinkled. So in this we are getting two new combination of seeds, that is yellow wrinkled and green round. So the ratio of dihybrid process 9:3:1. This is dihybrid ratio. Mendel's laws. Based on his experiments of monohybrid and dihybrid cross, Mendel proposed three important laws which are now called as Mendel's law of heredity. The three laws are: first one, law of dominance; second one, law of segregation; third one, law of independent assortment. First, we are going to discuss about law of dominance. See the picture. Two homozygous individual with one contrasting character, that is purple flower and white flower. Okay, so the cross between homozygous individuals, that is pure breeding, capital P, capital P. The purple flower gametes are capital P, capital P. Then white flower gametes are small p, small p. So the cross between this violet flower and white flower. Okay, so in F1 generation we are getting only purple flower, no white flowers. So The character that appear in the F1 hybrid are dominant and those that do not appear in F1 are recessive character. This is law of dominance. Okay, what is law of dominance? When two homozygous individuals with one or more sets of contrasting characters are crossed, the character that appear in the F1 hybrid, that is F1 generation, are dominant. The character which is not appear in F1 generation are called recessive. Second law, law of segregation. When a pair of contrasting factors or genes or allelomorphs are brought together in a heterozygote or hybrid. Heterozygote means different types. The two members of allelic pair remain together without mixing, and when gametes are formed, the two separate out so that only one enters each gamete. See, for example, Mendel's monohybrid cross. In Mendel's monohybrid cross, first we selected pure tall plant and pure dwarf plant, pure breeding tall plant and pure breeding dwarf plant. In F1 generation, we got hybrid tall plant. Okay, heterozygous tall plant. Two genes are also present, that is tall gene and dwarf gene, but only one character is expressed. So when F1, the selfing of F1 generation, capital T small t cross capital T small t. So when gamete formation, listen, in monohybrid cross, in F1 generation only tall plants were produced, but they were not pure breeding tall, that is heterozygous tall hybrid. Parent plant capital T small t is not pure breeding, that is heterozygous. When formation of gamete, they are separated. See the last line, gamete, when gamete forms, the capital T small t separated, they form capital T and small t. T is dominant character and small t is recessive character. So when gamete formation, they are separated, capital T small t. So law of segregation is called law of purity of gametes. Third one, law of independent assortment. In case of inheritance of two or more pairs of characters simultaneously, the factors or genes of one pair assort out independently of the other pair. For example, in Mendel's dihybrid cross, Mendel selected only two kinds of seeds, that is yellow round and green wrinkled. But in end of dihybrid cross, four types of plants were observed, that is yellow round, yellow wrinkled, green round and green wrinkled. So a dominant allele can go with dominant allele of other gene or recessive allele of the other gene, that is independent assortment. Different genes and their alleles are inherited independently, that is the law of independent assortment.